friends, welcome to my channel Chic and Savvy, where we talk about all things relating to planning and budgeting. My name is Carissa, and today we will be cash stuffing my paycheck for week 3 of August. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm finally using my aesthetic dollar money pouch. I've had this for so long and I just haven't used it because I feel like, am I really gonna put $200 in here to use for the cash stuffing? But it's just sitting under all my stuff, so I figured I might as well just use it, and I love the color. So let's just get our cash out. But these are so cute. I bought this one in brown, and then I got her little coin pouch in brown, and I got the big one for my actual lifestyle planner in black. And so I love these. I think I got them when, did they release during Black Friday? Maybe not. No, I got them this year. I don't remember, but I love these so far. If you want to check it out, go ahead and look on her website. We are cash stuffing $255 today, so let's go ahead and count this. We have 1,500, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 255. Perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and start with my wallet. Okay. So the last time we cash stuffed, I think that I talked to you guys that I was gonna go out for my husband's birthday, and we did. So we ended up going to bingo, and he actually won a bingo, which is really funny because he was like, I'm gonna win, I'm manifesting it. And I was like, all right, you got this. And so he ended up winning, and then 2 other people at our table ended up winning. So we were just at a lucky table that night. It was a really good time. My mom had fun. She likes to bingo, so she's like, just come because for your birthday you can get free bingo. And that's what we ended up doing. So for spending, I do have some ones in here. I have 3 ones. So we're gonna save these and put them in our $1 savings challenge. And then in eating out, we also have some ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, we have $5. So we'll put these in our $1 savings challenge as well. Dang, I think this is the most we've had, so that's really good. All right, let's see if there's any others. Fun Times has nothing. Self-care has nothing. I finally went to get a pedicure, and we actually took my mom. I actually took my mom with me, and my husband paid for it with his winnings. So that was super fun. Household has nothing, and donations has nothing. So fresh start. So spending, I usually give myself $30, and 20 stays on my debit card, and 10 goes into my wallet. So we're gonna put a $10 bill. Eating out is gonna get its usual 30. My mom wants us to go to bingo with her again tonight because we would go to a different casino, and his bingo would, my husband's bingo would still be free. And so the plan is for us to go, but my husband is texting me from work, and he's wanting to see if we're for sure going because he might want to go hang out with his friends, but we'll see. Fun Times is also getting 30. So if we go to bingo, I'm sure this money will definitely get spent. Self-care is getting skipped. We stuff this once a month. Household is also getting skipped. We stuff this once a month. And donations is getting 5. Perfect. So our wallet is all good to go for the week. Next, we'll do our high priority binder. All right, emergency fund and 1 month ahead. This is considered our emergency fund, and we hit our goal for each one. So we have $500 in emergency fund and $500 in 1 month ahead for a total of $1,000. Extra debt is going to be getting $100 this week. So our goal for extra debt is to pay off our Discover credit card, or my husband's Discover credit card. So we have the 250s here. Oops. So we have, oops, get these in order. 100, 200, 250, 300, 350. So to pay off that card, we need $500, and we currently have $350. So hopefully with our paycheck next week, we'll be able to hit the $500 and pay that card off completely, which is awesome. And so that was our priority for this month, and I think we're gonna hit it. So that's what this envelope is for. It's for any extra debt payments, and we already know the next one we want to pay off, and so we'll start working towards that one once we finish this. So I'll probably make this payment after our next paycheck, so that way I have the full $500, and then we'll just pay that card off. Future home is not getting stuffed currently. We're gonna wait until we are closer to buying the house, and so I guess I have a little bit of a home update. So we are going to try to buy the house. I'm manifesting, guys. I'm manifesting. We're gonna try to buy the house in December, but I drove by the neighborhood today, and there's only how many houses left? There's 2 different houses in the community that we want to buy in. There's a bigger one and a smaller one. We're hoping, like in a perfect world, we would get the bigger house, because we aren't really planning to move, and it's in a location that we could see ourselves staying in. So to us, it makes more sense to try to get the bigger house, because the difference in the mortgage per month for the bigger versus the smaller is super small. So in a real world, we could, or in a perfect world, we could get the bigger house. And so the bigger house, I think there's 3 available, and the smaller house, there's 2. I think that's right. And that's it for the area that we want. They are building the same houses in one other location, and it is closer. I mean, it is in the realm of the location. It's just a little bit farther, but it's more expensive, and we're already kind of pushing ourselves for this one. So that one, we'd really have to think about if we wanted to stay with the house that we are looking at. But I drove by, and those couple houses, I think like 5, they are all already getting built, which is kind of scaring me. I know it takes a while to build a home, but when I drove by, they were already putting up the framing, and I think it takes 4 months to build. So that means if they're already building the framing for all of the homes, then I feel like they're gonna be done in December, and that would be like the last of those houses to be available. So that's kind of scary, because that's exactly kind of when we want to buy a house. So I'm just hoping, and that's if nobody like goes in and just buy the house up front. I'm banking on that nobody will buy them, and they'll kind of sit on the market for a little bit, which is what the other houses have been doing so far. So I'm hoping that there's just something available during the time frame, and that's kind of what we're banking on. So if there isn't anything available and they all get sold before they finish building, then we'll have to just reevaluate and figure out what we want to do. There's plenty of houses that, well, not plenty. We can go back to our original plan of moving 30 minutes further. But now that we already committed to moving closer, that would kind of be sad for us, because we already had our heart set on being closer. So that's just kind of a mini update with that. But we're just gonna keep doing what we have to do, because regardless, we have to get our credit up to even qualify for a loan in general for the house. So we're gonna just still keep moving on that path, but we're not saving anything for future home until the very end. Future family is, are we stuffing this week? No, we're skipping that. Car maintenance is getting $10. It rained last night, which is shocking, because I live in Arizona, And we haven't had much of a monsoon. We usually have monsoon during the summer months. Well, it'll get super stormy, thunder, lightning, or haboobs. If you don't know what a haboob is, it's like a huge dust storm. But we haven't gotten anything. I think last night was the first night that we've had rain that hard and lightning that hard. Well, for my area at least. What is the pay date? So it just felt so good because I heard the rain at like 4 a.m. I woke up to go to the bathroom and I heard it storming. And when I took my husband to work this morning, it felt so good outside. Like so good as in like it was like 80 degrees, which for us, that's amazing because it's usually like 110. And so it just felt so nice. And so with that weather, now I'm looking forward to it getting cooler because it's been so hot, so hot. So we should have $65. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65 in car maintenance. I looked when my last oil change was, and I think it was in May. So that means that is gonna be coming up. And we definitely have enough money for it, but this is the only money we have, and our car registration is due in November. But I have a separate plan for that, which when the time comes, I'll kind of show you guys how I plan to pay that. But this is enough to get us the oil change that we need, which is great. Subscriptions is getting $10. And this should have 90. So we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. I did look up the subscriptions that we want to make annual, and I think we have 4 that we want to do before we move. And I think at the end of this month, we should be able to make one of those subscriptions annual. Because I think it's like either $100 or a little bit more than 100, and we currently have 90. So depending on how much we stuff next week, we should be able to make one of those subscriptions annual, which is super exciting actually. So that is it for high priority. Let's get our low priority binder. Okay, travel is getting skipped, and it currently has 30. Gifts is also getting skipped. I did spend some money out of this. I ended up getting my husband, he wanted some cologne for his birthday. So we ended up getting him, there was like a sale going on, so we got him a few bottles, and I used some money from here to do that. So now we'll be using this money and try to save for my mom's birthday in September. So, and I have to get a housewarming gift. Oops, I totally forgot. I have to get one for next weekend. So we're going to have to figure out how that's going to work. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. So we'll have to see if we can pull from here or if we can stuff more in this envelope, or we might have to pull from other envelopes, but we'll see. Home is getting 5. All of my friends, it somehow feels like we're all moving, which is kind of funny now that I think about it, because we're all at the age where we're all kind of like trying to settle down and find stability. But like 2 of my friends bought a home. Another friend of mine moved into an apartment. And so just like, and like we're trying to move, and like other people I know are also trying to move and buy a house. And so it's funny how just all of that works within like your inner circle. But we're all getting old, and it's definitely the time where we're all trying to find that stability. Dental, so I wrote dental on my budget sheet, but it's health. So health is going to be getting 5. So we're gonna do 5. So this has 10. So we have $10. Luckily, we've been using our FSA and HSA cards a lot. And it's been helping because we haven't really had to pay anything out of pocket because we have a lot of money on those two cards, which is really nice. So we also thought when we did our insurance that we would be having not a baby this year. I think we just wanted to prep because we know we're gonna have to pay for a lot of that out of pocket. So it's good that we're saving for this now, and we can start preparing for whatever that's gonna be in the future. Holidays is getting skipped this time. It has 30. Christmas is getting $5. So this is going to be more for like gift bags, supplies, and stuff like that. And our Savopoly challenge is what's actually going to be used for buying the gifts. And then we're not stuffing buffer, so that is everything for this. So let's get our personal binder. And the only thing we are stuffing in here is haircuts. But Me and You has 15. My envelopes aren't getting anything. And my husband still hasn't spent anything out of his, but I think he might be pulling money out of this because he is going out for his birthday with his friends tomorrow. And so haircuts is gonna get $10. And it has 40, which is great. So that's almost 2 haircuts. And I'm at a point with my hair where I kind of want to get it cut and get it styled a little bit because it's kind of just long and it's not really flowing. But I'm lazy, guys. I hate cutting my hair because I just feel like I've been going to get good ones recently, but I always feel like they cut it too short and then it just irritates me. All right, next and lastly is our savings challenges. Okay, so first savings, this is our $10 challenge. We're gonna be stuffing $10. So we're gonna color in one of these bubbles. And I get this challenge from the Aesthetic Dollar. And each bubble we made to be $10, so our goal is $480, but we're probably gonna save $500. And this is going towards a new couch for our new place or our new house. So we're gonna put $10 in here. So we have 100, 200, 300, 310, 320, 330. So this is racking up, racking up. We actually started like a mini kind of countdown calendar that I got bored and made when I was at work. And it was just like how many days until all of like our debt that we're planning for is paid off. And we could actually start talking to the builder about buying a house. And so we have that in our room and it's super cute. And I'll probably end up posting that like once we get to like day 1, like a little video. But it's just motivating to see, and it actually made things kind of scary because when you actually look at the actual number of days until like December, it's not that many. And that's a little terrifying when it becomes more real like that. Oops, Savopoly. So let me put this back. Let me grab Savopoly. Did we count this? Yeah, we did. It was 330. My bad. So let me grab Savopoly. This week we rolled a 4. We were previously at $6 and we rolled the 4 and we are visiting jail. So we are saving $10 this week. I get this from the LittleBirdieCananda from her Etsy shop. It's a year-long challenge and it's super fun and interactive. This is not going to be counted until the end of the year. So we are putting in $10. Perfect. And next is our monthly, which is my fave. And this is a special monthly challenge for August because it's my husband's birthday and I made this challenge dedicated to him. So all of these icons are worth $5 each. The total for the challenge is $50 and each icon just represents him in some way. So today we are actually going to be coloring in 3 icons, so for $15. And we should be able to finish this by next week because next week is our last paycheck for the month. So I'm going to go ahead and color in 3 icons and then I'll show you guys what that looks like once I'm finished. Okay, I finished coloring. I colored this way too dark, so now you can't even see the detail, but whatever. So we colored in the Leo, the chicken bucket, and some sneakers. So we have 3 left for next week, which is awesome. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and $35. Are you guys doing the freebie challenge? If you are, please let me know below. I would love to see how you guys are coloring that in. But I will show you the freebie for this month. So this is the freebie that I put and created for you guys on my channel, so you can find it in the description below. So this is just a beach vibes challenge for the month. Same exact thing. It's $50. Each icon is worth $5. And they're a bunch of seashells, which is so cute. So if you guys are following this along, please let me know. I would love to see. But I thought these were super cute to create for you guys because I like coloring that stuff in and it's fun, and I thought you guys would too. Oh, we are not done. We still have one more challenge. So we have our $1 challenge, and we are putting in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $8. That's crazy. So we have 2 here, so we should have 10 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. That is so cool that we were able to do that. Usually I spend everything in the wallet, so that's a big deal. But now we are done. So our cash tray is empty. All of our binders are good. And we have done everything for the week. Thank you all for being by my side throughout this journey, and I can't wait to see where life takes us. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye, friends.